We got a war to win. Go to Uswitz. They might have a good brewer. Ushits! Imagine if we still had lords and royalty and stuff like that. Like worldwide. Like I know, Britain still has their royal family, but they're no longer really in power. Kind of like the centerfold of Britain. But imagine if we did. I guess we technically do. We got politicians that might as well be royalty. For the royal delegates. And I guess we have new forms of royalty in our world now. I guess you could technically say celebrities are looked upon as royalty in the mass media things. Oh, just think it's an interesting concept to think about. It's like, what if we still had that? I mean, anyone middle wage or lower is a peasant. Man, it is raining like a shitstorm here. Alright, let's talk to our brewer. Wait, are we talking to the innkeep? I don't think he would be a good source, but fuck it.
God grant you health. How may I help you?
Booze. Lots and lots of booze.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
To Talmberg? Why? Actually, it doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm running low on beer and I've no kegs left. Ask again later, or go ask elsewhere. God be with you.
I guess we're going to be traveling around a lot, trying to find kegs of beer. So, the guy in Auschwitz is a piece of shit. Let's fast travel here. There's got to be someone that has kegs of ale. I have a feeling by the time I get to this town, it's going to be dark. And of course, the inn's probably going to be closed too. Do have to say, even though this has been an extremely long journey, I've really enjoyed it overall. I just can't wait to get to other games now. Playing such a long game makes you appreciate some of the smaller games though. It's like, this is a very good game to get lost in a world and just immerse yourself in the environment. In the long run though, after playing this for over 100 hours, I definitely have to say I'm ready to play something else. Next to like The Witcher and Fallout 4 or any of the Fallout games, this is probably going to be one of the longer series. Definitely. When it comes to a playthrough. Open world games, man. Always so, so fucking... But in a good way, though. They have their goods and they have their bads. Sometimes they're a little too long, and sometimes you can play them at your own pace. This one, on the other hand, I can't play at my own pace. I tried to.
Good God!
You look terrible.
So sorry about my
Did
clout.
someone attack you?
Yeah, we're having a battle in Talmberg. Give us beer.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
To Townburg? Why? Actually,
You're gonna say the same
it
thing?
doesn't matter. I don't care. I'm running low on beer, and I've no kegs left. Ask.
You gotta be kidding me. Can I just buy it? Well, I need kegs, right? Like, I'm kind of wondering if I could just buy, like, I'm just gonna buy some beer and see if that does anything.
Let's have a word about the price.
Well, we can try.
I know our character can't really drink beer that well. He's more of a wine dude.
Is this enough?
You won't convince me with that.
So maybe I just have to buy the beer?
I knew we'd come to an arrangement.
Does that update anything, or is that totally not the way to do it? Nope, that is not the way to do it. Oh yeah, we still need to get the potion from that lady. She said she was gonna take some time though. Okay, so the guy in Auschwitz and the guy over here doesn't have any. Watch, it's gonna be one of the brewers that is out, like, not in the town. One day. One day. Thing is, I have a feeling there's definitely going to be a good amount of hours still in this game. But if we can just get past the siege part, maybe we can see where we are in the game. Do have a feeling we're going to beat it today, though. This game could throw me a huge curveball if it wanted to. Like, oh, hey, that was just the beginning of the game. Oh, welcome to a 400-hour experience. Then I would stop. Because I'm not a masochist. I can't do it. Imagine a game that's over 400 hours, single player wide. Surprised some developers haven't tried to, like, try and do that. Please.
God save you. What can I do for you?
Please tell me you have booze.
I need to bring a few kegs of beer back to Talmberg.
I'm sorry about that, but I don't have any to spare. I can hold out a while with what I have, but I'd be running short myself if it came to that. You'll have to try somewhere else.
Motherfucker. Fine. Can I have a place to sleep?
Is there somewhere I could sleep here?
All right. For how long?
Just the one night?
All right. Money up front, though.
That's quite a lot. Can we
Two
discuss the price?
groshens too much. Two is too much.
Agree?
More.
Oh.
You'll like it here. Like sleeping on a cloud it is. God be with you.
And God be with you, good saw. God be with you. Alright. Just get... might as well sleep till morning. Imagine having to travel throughout the whole entire province just to find a few kegs of ale. Poor Henry. And the last hour is always the longest. Always. I still don't know that concept. Like, wonder why they slowed it down at the last hour. Is it to allow the player to have a little bit more of a precise timing on when to stop it, if they wanted to? Speech went up. Is it from one of the books? Hey, I'm not gonna complain, especially if the game ends with a dialogue tree. If I need to make a huge decision. Not gonna complain at all with that. Okay, now we need to make a decision on which brewer we're gonna visit next. Okay, there's no brewer in the south. Seems like the only brewers I haven't visited has to be... There's only one more brewer, I think. He's in the middle of nowhere. He is... Might be easiest to fast travel to here and then visit him here. Might fast travel there. Go to Neuhof. That way we don't get lost in the woods and shit. Because I'm super bad at navigating through the woods in this game because a simple bush is an obstacle. And when a bush is an obstacle even for a horse in this game, you kind of don't want to go through the forest. It's like, man, other games I would be cutting through forest and mountains and shit. This one, on the other hand, it's like, nope, I gotta stick to the road. Because Henry and his horse, their biggest competitor when it comes to traversal is a bush. Or a crack in the road. Ooh, yeah, those cracks in the road. Oh, don't even get me started. An amalgamation of like stupidity. I don't know how to get over this crack. I don't want to break my mama's back. Zombie, what up? Do you think we're gonna beat this game today? Oh yeah, there's gonna be a PlayStation deep dive with what? Is it the guy that's working on like one of the architects, right? That's gonna be talking about it. 9 AM Pacific. Around 10 o'clock my time. I probably won't wake up for it. But I'll definitely be looking through YouTube to see if I can get some details. Should be pretty good. I'm excited. I'm excited for the consoles to finally catch up and maybe do some pretty cool stuff. Maybe it'll give me a little bit a reaction video on tech. I don't know if I'm the person to do a reaction video on it. I mean, I know my computer stuff and I know my gaming stuff. I think it'd be boring. I'd rather react to video games.
Yeah.
At least I'm not one of those people that does nothing but reaction videos. Imagine how annoying I would be. All you guys get is reaction compilations. And the YouTube thumbnail is this. Pretty much, like, every YouTube thumbnail is just a very bad PogChamp. Or maybe that's where PogChamp really kind of derives from, is the guy was doing a stupid, like, YouTuber reaction face. I think it was reacting at a fighting game tournament, if I'm correct. Or was it a MOBA tournament? I'm not sure. I don't really remember the origins of PogChamp, but he was reacting to something. I think he was either genuinely surprised, but I don't think that was his actual, like, usual reaction to shit. But yeah, I think YouTubers are pretty self-aware that the fucking, and they know this too, the fucking thumbnails are awful. And yet they are forced to do it because that's the only thing that people click on.
Good health to you.
Why do people keep clicking on shitty thumbnails? Is it because it's shitty? I don't know.
Andrew, there's no more beer in Talmberg, and the soldiers are starting to grumble. Can't you send some there?
I could. There's nothing in it for me.
Just like all the League of Legends YouTubers, the exact same style, clickbait thumbnails. It's definitely the YouTube lifestyle. Gotta have those clickbait thumbnails that have the With me, on the other hand, I'm probably just gonna put Vince Fat, my Vince Fat emote. That's my clickbait thumbnail. Okay. I could do this. That's an 18. I'm gonna see if I can talk my way to him.
Just as a matter of interest, who do you pay your taxes to?
You're saying I should be paying the Talmberg told Sir Divish? When Sir Havel of Waldeck was the massacre, I managed to wriggle out of it. Nobody's come collecting since.
Well, right now, there are 3 noblemen camped by Talmberg, one of whom might be very interested to learn about all the tax you owe. I imagine he might want to collect it in the form of beer.
When you put it like that, I have got a few kegs I could send over. I won't lose out too much. They'd only spoil if I kept them longer, and I'd have to throw them away.
Just remember, if you poison them, they'll hang you for it.
Those soldiers drink it up long before it has time to go off. And what's more, what with all that cabbage being eaten, it wouldn't occur to anyone the shits came courtesy of the beer. I'll have them loaded up right away and taken there. And give their lordships my regards. Tell them I'm sending my best beer as a gift. Why the devil shouldn't I get some goodwill out of this at least?
Okay. Cool. Wait, he trains? What does he train with? Oh, he trains with the axe. Where if he fights. Also, I don't think your clothes fit, sir. His clothes don't fit him. Alright, so the beer stuff is done? Wait. Did he give me beer? Hmm. Oh, I just need to tell the quartermaster about the beer, and that should wipe off all the F's on the map. We should be good. Alright, now I need to fast travel back to Talmberg and go straight north. To get that, potion, those potions. Keep the soldiers awake. It'd be funny if some of the people that did the music were also like regulars at Renaissance festivals. At least that tavern music, man, sounds so much like what you hear at a Renaissance festival. That was their dubstep at the time. Alright. So I think we're pretty good now. Now we need to go to A. The horse. You know what? It just feels like our force is a little too small. I don't know, there's something about our army. Either we've taken some bad hits during that last battle. I'm not sure. I mean, we're not the Royal Army or anything or like that, but still. Yeah. Should be enough people in the land that you can draft in order to get a bigger army going. Is she done with her potion? I slept for a day, and I've also been doing other stuff in the meantime.
God's blessings.
Got those potions?
So, is the concoction ready?
All done.
Sweet.
Here, take the keg.
What was
I
that
won't
whole
be
keg?
lugging a heavy great thing like that around myself.
Thank you for your help.
Well, best of luck, lad. Now, I need a rest. Take care.
You go get your rest, lady. Do we pay her for this? Because it would be very ill of us not to pay the lady in some form or fashion.
Yeah.
That seems like a sure cliff drop.
Yeah.
Okay, here we go. Oh, whoa, whoa. Bad horse. Okay. Who do I want to talk to first? I think it's Quartermaster. We got the beer and other stuff.
Good health.
I think we need to talk to Sir Davish.
I've arranged some beer for you from the local tavern.
You're a proper treasure, you are. I'm gonna put a word in about how well you look after us. Like your own kith and kin.
Hell yeah, we do. Gotta look out for our brothers from other mothers, because we're all bastards. Okay, do I want to go to B first, or do I want to go to A first and then talk to B?
Greetings.
This ought to help with your sleepy soldiers.
What's in it? It stinks to hell.
Yes, and it's hellish potent too. A drop in the evening, and you won't fall asleep till just before noon.
Really? I hope it does the job, and that it doesn't give them a runs in the process.
Hopefully not. But if it does, well, it's hard to sleep with the runs, isn't it?
True enough. But you're not much good as a guard when you're squatting in the bushes. Goodbye.
So the one thing is, it's that we don't know this, but she just made pure platinum cocaine. And that's the why. That's why they can stay up all night. Uh-oh. Stone walls. Uh-oh. Alright, so this guy's gonna make a trebuchet. I'm gonna have to help him out. Trebuchet. Dude, you haven't even started yet. Come on, my dude. Killing us.
God be with you, lad. What can I do?
I just fed an army. What did you do?
Sir Robard sent me to you. He said you have to build a trebuchet.
Indeed. A trebuchet that can smash the walls of Tamburg. I, a mining engineer. What do I know of war machines? I'll never manage it on my own.
Well, I'd like to help you, but how? I don't know anything about trebuchets either.
Actually, there is a way you could help. Conrad Keyser came to Sasso recently. If you could get him to come here, it would save my skin.
Conrad Keyser? Who's he?
He's a scholar who studied medicine, but he also designed siege engines. He even took part in the siege of Nicopolis, together with Sigismund.
Ah.
You're still an engineer, though. Couldn't you build it yourself?
Are you serious? Do you know how complicated such a machine is? What forces are at work in the contraption? If we were lucky, it wouldn't fire at all. Far more likely it would smash itself to smithereens and kill lots of us instead of the enemy.
He was with Sigismund.
It's not so straightforward. They quarrelled after the battle, after Conrad blamed their defeat on Sigismund.
I don't suppose he took that too well.
Quite. That's what led to Conrad being banished from Prague and making a base at Bethlen Castle.
Banished? Like a common criminal?
He was a member of the court and a doctor and a master engineer, so nothing quite that bad befell him. I've even heard he has a whole host of wise men with him and they're writing some book together.
What's he doing here in Sassau?
They sent him over here to help with building the monastery. No doubt they had to pay handsomely to get him.
And how am I supposed to get him here? Abduct him?
Well, only if all else fails. We need his cooperation. Try having a word with him. By all accounts, he hates Sigismund.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Thank you, Henry. Maybe we will build